At this point, you're starting to realize that there's home buyers that are actually able to buy houses now, and they don't have to sell their firstborn baby to get that house. And if you think the market's still crashing, then what are you doing watching this video? There's other people making videos every week about the housing market is crashing, so go watch them. In today's video, I want to share with you my experience I had this last week, not only helping a buyer get their house under contract, but helping a seller put their house in the market in a very competitive area. And seeing the variety of offers and calls I got is just outstanding. There are so many things that buyers agents are doing wrong that is completely killing your chances of getting a house. Yeah, can you believe it? Maybe you're the reason, or maybe your agent is the reason why you haven't gotten a house. Responsibility, get out of my face.
Till you work off the damage you did. It's called responsibility.
So here's the thing. Right now, the mindset that most people have is this market's really tough. Or they're on the other side of the spectrum, or they're like,
hey, there's videos saying that the market's better, so I'm going to go lowball the crap out of everybody.
Lowball Louie, whatever you might be, let me kind of shine some light on you. Is the market getting better at this very moment? Are things absolutely amazing and spectacular? No. It's still not this amazing heaven that you're imagining it to be. Yes, I still get those freaking emails all the time
saying, Javier, when is a market crash that I can buy?
If you're waiting for something drastic to happen, you're just going to continue to wait. What I mean by the market's getting a little better means that there's more room to breathe. There's less cash buyers, or at least not every single house is selling cash. Let me give you an example. This weekend, I helped my lovely clients sell their home that I helped them buy like 4 years ago. It's awesome to have repeat business. Very, very competitive area in the 350 range. I think we listed it at 355. I honestly comped out the house at 350, 355. I didn't think we were going to get more than that. And I honestly was a little nervous listing it at 355. There you go. Shows how much I know. Realtors, we kind of just, try our best and guess the best thing. And when it works out, we're the heroes. And when it doesn't, then we're the a-holes, right? Welcome to real estate. So we listed this house at 355. Okay. We only had it available like Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon to Sunday morning, Sunday mid-afternoon. So it was only like 7 hours one day, 5-6 hours the next day. We had every single freaking block filled up, guys. We had 8 showings for one weekend. It was just bananas. And out of the 28 showings we had, we got 7 offers on the table. But out of the 7 offers, there was like another 4 or 5 people that called to inquire and didn't end up making an offer. So about little less than half of the people were actually interested in making it an offer. And I bet you want to know which offer won, right? You're probably saying, oh God, probably a cash buyer took the house. No, remember, this was a very hot market, very hot area. We did not get a single cash offer. Does that mean there's no more cash offers? Not necessarily. We just got really freaking lucky and there was no cash offers. Maybe they were buying other houses in the block, or maybe this house didn't fit their criteria. Either way, there was no cash offers. And here's the crazy part. Every single phone call I had assumed that there were cash offers. So what was done wrong by most of these buyers and buyer's agent? Well, let's start off by the assumption I said earlier, right? There's one call I got where the gentleman called me and he was like,
hey, what's up, Javier? How are you? I'm blah, blah, blah with blah, blah, blah real estate. Listen, man, I don't want to waste your time. So I just want to see what the situation is with the house.
And I'm just like, you don't want to waste my time? What is that supposed to mean? I guess it was his way of saying, hey, I'm trying to save my time by making an offer for my clients. Thus, I don't want to waste your time. I was like, dude, I picked up your phone. Like, you're not wasting my time. You just stop trying to like warm me up and just ask me the question you want to ask, right? And eventually he got to the point. He was like, what this offer situation, can you disclose what the highest offer is or whatever, right? Maybe this agent was burned previously by calling and like being courteous and like finding out the situation. Or maybe he felt like his time was being wasted by making offers on properties that had cash offers or whatever, right? But the situation is you should never feel like you're wasting time. Realtors, you're paid 2 to 3% on a house. I'm not standardizing commission, but most of the time, that's what I'm seeing on the buyer's agent side, not the seller's agent side. Okay, you get paid thousands of dollars for like a few hours of work. Bro, waste your time, please. Your freaking work to hour rate's like a few freaking $100 an hour, even $1,000 an hour. 10-minute phone call is not wasting time. 20 minutes making an offer is not wasting time. Okay. The second thing that buyers are doing that are completely killing their chances is another call I got from somebody. The gentleman called me and said,
hey, Javier, how are you? My name is...
I don't want to say any real companies out there.
Hey man, just want to call and see if there's any crazy offers.
There's any crazy offers. So at that time, I already had an offer, like 2 offers at 370, a bunch of other offers at 360. And I was like, what do you define as crazy?
Because they all, like 20,000 over, like, something really crazy.
And I was like, yeah, no, we have 2 offers that are 370, which is about 20,000 over. So you understand what happened there is the gentleman was like, is there any other offers that are high right now and that we're not crazy enough to do that? They're crazy. We're not crazy. We don't want to do anything crazy or drastic. So essentially, us as the agents that are representing sellers, we are trying to make as much money for our sellers as possible, right? So when we have offers that are 20, 30,000 above, we're doing a great job. Right. And we are like, this is going to be the best thing for my client. And when another person calls and says, hey, this crazy offer. Well, that offer isn't crazy to me. That offer shows that I'm doing my job as a freaking listing agent and I'm getting the job done. You know what I mean? It's just the little things like that they start the conversation off is crazy. Now, I know these first 2 have nothing to do with you as the buyers, but man, just really keep your agents accountable. Try to be part of the conversation. I don't know if you can be on mute in a 3-way call or be next to them while they're calling. I don't know, guys, but these agents are screwing up your deals for you. Listen to the difference between those 2 and this, okay? Imagine you're the listing agent. I'm the sexy curly haired realtor calling you, okay? Ring a ding ding. Okay, now you say hello. Oh, hey, how you doing? By the way, I saw your photo on the listing agent design. Looks really nice. Just, you're doing a good job. And you know what? I'm proud of you because you actually are doing great. You weren't giving the best hand, but you're doing the best with what you have. And don't let anyone ever take that from you. Okay, now that's out of the way. Hey, what's up, listing agent? How are you today? Well, listen, the market's really crazy right now. I know that hopefully you're having a lot of luck selling this house. I'm just calling to see if you are allowed by the seller to disclose what the highest offer is. Or maybe if you can just share what's the best offer that you have in hand right now and what are some things you like or dislike about it that maybe we can try to beat. Woo! That call was good. Even if the listing agent's not allowed to give you any answers, that's going to be like, ooh, this boy knows what's up. Because here's the thing, all the offers we had, everything had a pro and con. There wasn't one that was like the golden offer. And the one that did look like the golden offer had other things that were not important, right? If somebody would have called and asked what's important to us, post-possession, want to make sure that, we get a certain amount, want to make sure that they're okay with certain things, like something, right? But that startup is a lot better than...
Hey, bro, just don't want to waste your time, bro. But do you have any crazy offers?
Those are 2 things that already buyers are not doing right in this market. Like off the bat, boom, wada boom, bada beam, right? Now, the thing is, guys, we ended up going with an FHA offer that simply listened to our needs, gave us what we wanted for the post-possession, was flexible with the inspection, flexible with other things, and they were just communicative. There were some nice conventional offers there, but the negatives of those conventional offers did not outweigh the positives of the FHA offers. So we have to get rid of this assumption that you're a bad buyer because you simply are FHA. Now don't get me wrong, that FHA offer had extra cash. They did a $10,000 appraisal gap. I'm not saying that, oh, Javier, you made me feel bad because I had no money and I'm FHA. No, you can be FHA, but you still got to, have some liquidity. You still got to have, got something, proves to show you that assumption that we have initially, your agent or you might have, is holding you back. Now, my final point here is this, okay? We got an offer accepted for another client of mine, and unfortunately I had to cancel because this freaking house has an HOA, right? And it has an RV gate, and this was perfect, right? But, dude, this HOA said, hey, even though we are giving you a fully functional RV, because the house is nice and the backyard is like open, when those backyards sometimes, instead of having like a concrete fence, they have like bars so you can see on the backyard, like for a walking path. Because it's visible backyard in the walking path, they're not allowed to have any kind of vehicles or anything with wheels in the backyard. Then why do you have an RV gate there? So we had to cancel for that. I know, it's so sad. But anyways, here's the situation. House was listed, I think, I don't remember the number. Initially, it was like 3 years old. It's a really nice house. It was really good. This is exactly everything that they were looking for. It was listed on Wednesday, but when we called on Friday to inquire about it, it turns out there were some problems with the tenant and they weren't able to show it the first 2 or 3 days. So we saw it Saturday because that's when they finally got the keys. And guess what? Even though it was a perfect, nice house, 3 days later, just because we called and asked a few questions, we were actually the first people to look at the house on a Saturday morning for a house that's really nice, really well priced in a good area. And on top of that, the photos are not that great. So we immediately saw a really good opportunity to try and get the house. We got the story together before we made the offer. I said, I have a confidence that we can get this house. Just offer list price, we can get it. And we got the freaking house list price, dude. We got it list price. It was so awesome. So on top of that, the number 3 is you're not finding out the whole story first. And sometimes, you know, like I had a client today that wanted to get a house and the stupid listing agent didn't answer because they're not wearing mask in restaurant. I don't know what the hell realtors do nowadays. So sometimes you can't get the whole story. But golly geez, try and get the whole picture before you make an offer. And hopefully your agent's savvy enough to kind of pick up on those things. Like, well, first 2-3 days, they didn't have a good first impression. Photos are not that great. It shows better in person. And there's no offers on the table right now. Let's just go list price. All right, you guys, if your agent's dumb, hopefully not, but if your agent's dumb, think about this logically. Now, you can't be like, yeah, we went offer 40K below. Well, come on, dude. It's not 2018. But get the whole picture together before you throw in an offer. And that's going to give you a huge advantage already. And if your agent is dumb, go in the description right now and click homeandmoney.com/Javier. What are you doing working with a dumb agent? Get yourself an agent referral. I hope that these 3 things you guys take to heart. And if you're all looking for a house, I sincerely hope this helps you. This was definitely a learning experience for me on the seller side and the buyer side this weekend. So I'm excited. I'm pretty pumped up for this market. I think it's going to still be competitive, but man, if you are prepared, I think you actually have a chance, as opposed to even if you are prepared and you have money saved, you still don't have a crap of a chance like 6 months ago. But at least now, if you're prepared, you have a chance. So you guys enjoy yourselves out there. I'll see you on the live stream. I live stream like every other day now. It's pretty awesome. So hit subscribe, hit the bell button. I'm selling myself out right now. I don't know. Go on my OnlyFans. I don't know what the hell I have to sell.